And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Mark, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Nate Carnes gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Nate Carnes coming on to pitch right now. 3-pitch guy. Not overpowering, 92 to 94 miles an hour, but he does have that overhand, call it a knuckle curveball. So fastball, knuckle curveball, changeup. The key for Nate Carnes, having command of that knuckle curveball. If he has it, he could be really tough.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate. And if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
Into the box, Roberto Garcia. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They come in after another good win last time out that ran their record.
It's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Got him to go down swinging there. Roberto Garcia goes down for the first out of the game.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Just underway here in Kansas City. 2-0 now.
No strike.
The 2-1 is taken, ball 3. Matt Olson would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen short.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. A chance now from the K to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matty, you look at this lineup, the key to success is scoring early, putting the other team on their heels and allowing their own pitcher to go out there and feel like he can execute his game plan and attack and stay in the zone. This offense needs to get on the board.
Sean Manaea, a lefty from Indiana, is on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last one to pick up a W in his last start when he got into the 7th inning. Let's see if he can make that 2 good, strong outings of 7+ innings back-to-back.
And Dan Dero, these A's as they begin play here this afternoon. Been a fairly decent start to the year, 3-2 in their first 5.
Yeah, Matty, we had eyeballs on yesterday's game. They were able to win that one. They're playing really focused right now, and if they execute like yesterday, I don't see any reason why they don't win today's game.
A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1.
He's only 4. 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
There's a swing, and he sends a blinking back. Gone! So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. First home run of the campaign for it, and the Royals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Wow, there's a case of the ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Batting second.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Base is empty here with nobody out. Two and 0 to Brantley.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Outside, 3-0 now. Jose Abreu is on deck. A high fastball is in there. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He drove in one of his team's 2 runs in yesterday's game. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
The third baseman Mike Moustakas now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, he was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Line toward right center. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Here's the catcher Wilson Ramos, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
High in the air out to center field. Peterson has a read on it. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Peterson at the track. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And he'll get there without a play. It's a stand-up triple.
So close yet so far away. 2 outs, but back-to-back hits. This one a triple, and 3 runs have now been chased home. We'll see if the defense can make a play and get them out of this nightmare.
Victor Robles digging in now as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Ready with the 1-0. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's going to get down out there. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Obviously, this is a pitcher's nightmare, but it's a manager's nightmare, too. It's only the first inning, and your starter has already given up 4 hits. The last one, an absolute frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
Stepping in now, Jarrett Parrish. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
1-1. Misses for the second ball.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Set to deliver on 2-1, and it's fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Runner's on his way to third. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, that definitely caught me off guard there. That wasn't exactly the typical steal situation with 2 outs and a runner on second. I can't say I agree with the strategy, but at the same time, now he can score a lot of different ways.
4 runs here in this half inning. Hit hard towards center. In there.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. And there's a base hit on the line. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Boy, Dero, he's not missing very many barrels so far in this one. That is back-to-back bullets and another base hit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There was this banner that hung in the Texas Rangers clubhouse back in the day that said hit or get left behind. That's exactly what this offense is doing.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Now he's safe at third as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, Dero. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Standing in now, Michael Brantley. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Piscotty is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. Second inning upcoming here in KC. It's the Royals 7 and the A's nothing. Here's Chris Davis now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Short, hit hard, and no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit, so that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Batting second, center field number 32, Jock.
Here's Jock Peterson now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat. Way in front of that fastball. Davis gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Well, this is the downfall of putting up a big 7-run inning. Pitchers rely on rhythm, and that's pretty easy to lose when you're sitting around while your guys are hitting forever. Let's see if he can get back on track.
Drilled down the line. The 2-2 one more time. Very weakly on the ground. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Henry Sanchez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1, and a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed.
Hey, I get where he's going right there. Sinker, and then pull the string back a little bit with that nasty changeup. But if those fall in the same quadrant, look for someone to get on top of one and crush it.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. The 1-1 home is a fastball down below the knees.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose.
For the Royals, first baseman, Jose Abreu. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Oakland, number 77, Andres Paquet.
3.
Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
The batter, number 44.
Ready for another chance? Roberto Garcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. takes this the other way to right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Stephen Piscotty, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Garcia leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 2-0.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called the ball. 2-0 as an offensive player, man, it's almost 70% fastball. 1-1, he opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
3-1 the count now. Hit back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Well, this guy makes a living on hitting fastballs. Fall behind in the count, and you'll make you pay.
Yeah, Dan, you drive to the ballpark every night praying to get 1-3-1 count so your eyes can light up and you can guaranteed fastball let it eat.
0 for 1 here in the early going. A ball and a strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Line drive to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Victor Robles digging in now.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Three and 2, a full count to the Royals center fielder.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Sent on the ground out to second. And that's out number 1. So 1 gone in the inning now, and it's time for a look at the standings in the AL West. You just see where the A's find themselves entering play here today. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jarrett Parrish. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to the left side. Chapman has it cleanly. On to first, and there are 2 down. Riding in once again, Alcides Escobar. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First offering on its way. Here's a first pitch chopped by. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Softly hit out to short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3 as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Striding in for Oakland, Chris Davis. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Jock Peterson stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Nope. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jock Peterson sent packing for the 2nd out of the inning. Into the box, Henry Sanchez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Changeup in for a strike.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Here he comes again. 1-2. Here's a high pop-up. And an easy play there for Moustakas, and that ends the inning. A's are trying to pick things up where we left off. Billy Hamilton. It was a 2-run triple for him in his last debut. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. That evens it up. 1-1. One and 2, the count to Billy Hamilton.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Line toward right center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Well, with that base hit right there, D-Row, he's 1 double. He's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. He gets 1 more AB. All he needs is a double.
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you. If I'm hitting right here and I have a chance for a triple, Dan, guess who's tripping coming around second base?
That's it.
Hang on for 2.
Pulling up.
Here's Michael Brantley. Runner goes. Pitch inside the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Spin and a throw back to second. Just keeping him close. Hamilton leads off second with nobody out. Runner goes for third. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Make it 9-0. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
A runner at second, nobody out. Hit on the ground is short. And there's 1 away.
Third baseman, number 8.
Ready once again, Mike Moustakas. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Sent on the ground out to second. It's flagged down deep in the hole. And that's the second out. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Runner in scoring position with 2 down. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And that misses, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
You find yourself down 0-2 in these situations. It's tough to check your swing right there. That was a nice job.
A little low. It's 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. On its way is pitch number 75. In there for strike 1, 0-1. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Missed with a breaking ball.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
That's 10 strikeouts for him. Now he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one. Here's the center fielder, Odubel.
Leading off for the Royals, second baseman, Odubel Herrera.
Now at the plate, Franklin Barreto, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. The 1-2. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there. Trying to strike him out for the third time. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on swivel.
And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, 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 near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning, and Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people and runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Chris Davis is in for the third time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Davis connects and sends it to deep left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Jock Peterson is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And right into the shift. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Here's Alcides Escobar.
Leading off for the Royals.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Billy Hamilton. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is knocked down on the mound. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound.
Fielder number 23, Michael.
Digging in once again, Michael Brantley. Ready for another shot now, Henry Sanchez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Valencia.
A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
I like what he was trying to do there with the 2-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Henry Sanchez is retired to kick off the inning. Matt Chapman is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Count even at 2-2. High fly ball out to deep right field. Robles going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0. Chapman takes his lead at third with one away. On the ground to the right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Roberto Garcia. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. 1-1. Strike two swinging. Runner at first here, one man out. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 home is a high drive to left. Back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Really dotting the corners here with the fastball. 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. That gets down, and the inning will continue. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Yeah, first a home run and then a triple. And if the pattern holds, the next hitter will rope a double to bring another run home here. We shall see.
Carter Capps is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. So 3 runs on. Ready.
Leading off for the Royals. Second baseman.
Here's Chris Davis now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point. And what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. 1 out, nobody on.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Jock Peterson is retired on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. Henry Sanchez is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
He certainly has.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Emilio Pagan enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Digging in once again, Alcides Escobar. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Sent on the ground out to second. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. If he can find a gap somewhere, he'll have a good shot at completing the cycle. He needs a double. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Missed with a slider.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Barreto takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Left fielder number 20.
Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Roberto Garcia. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Bouncer up the middle. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Franklin Barreto. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Garcia, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Grounded up the first baseline. Towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Stephen Piscotty. He tripled last time up. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Way outside. 1-2. Last strike now for Oakland. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one. And this ball game is over. 11-5 the final tally in this one. The Royals came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Nate Carnes takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, striking out 12 in the process. Sean Manaea is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Royals grabbed 13 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics, 11-5. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting in the American League Central, the Tigers totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the White Sox on the south side 9-6. The Blue Jays snapped their 7-game losing streak as they took down the Red Sox on the road 6-4. The Rays combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 7-5. The Rangers got the best of the Dodgers at home 3-2. The Houston Astros smacked 15 team hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 8-1. The Reds got 11 hits overall as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 6-3. Wilson Contreras launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, helping lead the Cubs over the Brewers 11-4. The Diamondbacks totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting